Hey guys, we're back. You know Melissa, you remember her.
Hi guys.
This is my name.
Hey.
Okay, anyway. So, what we chose for our topic, our little vlog, is rape and rape culture. It's alive and well, guys.
It's something that we feel needs to be talked about, but it's not ever talked about because people enjoy avoiding it.
Push it away, act like it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
and it really is.
So we just wanted to bring it up because it is, like Maggie said, it very much is alive and well. And it's something that should be talked about and recognized so that we can fight against it.
Yeah, and before we start into our stories, I also want to acknowledge the boys out there. It happens to them too.
It's not just girls. It's not the fact that girls are weak and that's what everyone wants to think and everything. Guys have it too.
Guys are not always
and they're
the
not
bad
weak.
guy.
And it's not going to hurt your masculinity or your ego to tell somebody, guys.
It's gonna make you stronger and it's gonna help you.
You're going to be the powerful one in the end. Anyway, we just wanted to put that out there because our stories we're girls, so we just don't want to make it seem like
the guys are the bad people in this, and
Yeah.
guys really aren't.
it's
there
just
are
our
those out
situations.
there. Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started. So I'll start with my story. This was like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. It's not even been 2 years yet. But what happened is this happened by somebody I knew, family member, a cousin. I won't name names. I don't think that's fair. And before I get started too with my story, I want you guys to know I don't hate him. I think he has the potential to be a good kid. I don't wish anything awful upon him. What he did hurt me, and I'm never gonna get over it, but I don't hate him. Anyway, so he sexually assaulted me, and I'm not going to go into details because I honestly really don't think that's any of your guys' concern. But what he did hurt really bad. It
Changed life forever.
Yeah, it changed me. It changed how I saw things. It changed my perspective on guys. It changed a lot of things. But I didn't tell anybody right off the bat what happened because I was scared. I was scared of him. I was just scared. And I didn't want him to hurt me like he did. And this went on for a few days. So finally, I got up the courage to tell somebody. His mom. My aunt. And so I told her not really the deep details of what happened because I still wasn't ready to admit everything that happened. Like, I was ashamed, and it just hurt really bad, and I wasn't ready to talk about it like I am now. Even now, I'm not going into details because I still can't. But I told her not everything. I just said that. Goodness. Anyway, and right after I told her, she looked at me in the eyes, and she said, "You should not have been wearing that short of shorts." Victim blaming is huge, guys.
It's not the way to go. Also, it hurts the victim way more than everybody thinks.
I did and still sometimes do think it was my fault just because she said that.
When you accuse the victim and tell them that it's their fault, it makes them shut down and not want to talk about it. And that is why people are getting away with it so much, is because people do feel like they're not going to be believed or listened to, and so they avoid it altogether. And that makes the problems worse because then nobody knows that it's happening, so nobody can fix it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about it. I have a sore throat. Okay. Talking hurts. Okay. So yeah, I was blamed. I was ridiculed.
Basically, everything a victim doesn't want to be happens. Like, not all the time. Sometimes you're lucky and people believe you, and something actually is done about it. But
In
that's
my
not
case-
always the case.
In my case, it wasn't. Anyway, on to our next lovely story. I won't cry this time. I promise.
It's actually quite a common story. Everybody's heard about it. But a girl got drunk and passed out. And when a guy walked by and he saw her and he raped her for 20 minutes. And usually for raping, people go to jail anywhere between 6 months and life.
6 years.
Yep,
sweetheart.
6 years, thank you. They go to jail for 6 years to life. And the reason I said 6 months is because that's all he got, was 6 months. And this is not against the judge in any way.
We don't want to disrespect him or his decision, because that's totally his
That's
authority.
his.
We're just putting our opinions out there and what we believe. But he only went to jail for 6 months, and the girl that he raped actually let out a comment, and she said, he was inside of me for 20 minutes, and he got off with 6 months. I have to deal with that for life. And that is very true. It is not something that just happens and then is forgotten or dealt with. It stays with you every single day of your life. And it is not easy to live with. It is not easy to deal with. And that is a very common thing that people think, is that people can just get over it, and they can't.
It's burnt in your mind for the rest of your life.
It's not something you can hide from. It's not anything you can just walk away from, because it will just follow you everywhere you go. And so it's
You can't
hard.
run away from your mind, guys, or memories. They're there forever. Next story.
Renee's friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my friend, she had a family member that was really close to her. It was like her brother. And he did things to her for a while. It was from the time she was about 4 or 5 till she was 10. She didn't want to say anything because she felt that it was a normal thing, because she was actually adopted. And so usually it's like you're not sure kind of how it is, and she just felt like it was something that
Family members do.
everybody does. It wasn't a big deal. She finally came and she told someone about it, and they told her about other situations that had happened with the same brother. He did other things to other family members, and so she decided that maybe she needed to tell someone with a little bit more authority. So she told her parents, and basically they just said he wouldn't do that. He's like an angel child. He doesn't do that kind of stuff, and it wouldn't happen. So she kind of was basically called a liar, and it was pushed aside, and she was told that like he was gonna say sorry and all this stuff was gonna happen. It didn't, and so it was really hard for her, because she would like go into deep depressions and stuff like that, and it wasn't fun. So
But the point we're trying to make with these stories is that it does happen a lot.
To
It is-
more people than you think. It could be a friend, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, a teacher.
It does happen a lot, and it is very pushed aside a lot. And it's not okay. And the fact that it happens as often as it does needs to be recognized, and that's why we're talking about this, is because people are pushed aside all the time. Because it's exactly that. They won't do this, they can't do this, it's your fault, you shouldn't have been wearing this or doing this or been here. And that's not how it's supposed to be. They didn't ask for that to happen. It just did, and
Nobody asks for it. They could be passed out. Like, they couldn't
even be wearing anything like inappropriate. Like my friend, she didn't do any of that stuff. She always wore modest clothing. Everything was always covered, and it still happened. It was nothing she could prevent, nothing that anyone could prevent. And
it doesn't matter. Like, no means no, guys. Like, I saw this post and it said, "My little black dress does not mean yes." Yes means yes, no means no.
And another thing was that people do often think that if you say no, it's a joke. Don't let them think that's a joke. If you say no and they kind of start laughing, look at them and say, "No, I mean no."
No.
Don't let them laugh and go, "Okay, yeah, whatever." Stand up.
Even when you say no,
stand by what you say and make sure it's listened to, because that actually helps a lot.
And sometimes even then they still don't listen. Like for me, when I said no, he said just let it happen. You know? It's, you don't, take it like this. Here's an example. So it's like a stoplight. Red means stop, means no. Yellow means get ready to stop. And green means go. That's literally what it is. Anyway, on to our next story. Me and Melissa were in social dance. And there's a new kid that came in. Nobody wanted to dance with him because he was new and nobody really knew him. So we're like, we'll be nice, you know. We'll dance with him. And so we did. And he touched me inappropriately. Over clothes, still didn't make it right. But he did. And he touched Melissa too. Under her clothes. Didn't make it worse or better. But we told our school, we told a friend that told the cops and got us involved. They mixed up our stories.
And I'm going to tell this to you guys really fast, because this is a common fear with friends when this happens, is that if you tell, they'll hate you. And I'll be honest, when she told, I was furious. And now I don't. Like,
I respect her.
I do. I respect her, and she is still one of my best friends. They are not going to hate you forever for telling. Eventually, they're going to be okay and accept it.
Yeah, so they'll be mad, but they'll get over it. Anyway, so we told the cops, the kid that did this to us said he didn't do it, and the cops came out to us and said we were liars. This happened during school hours, guys, and our school did nothing about it, or the police.
And I know that now a lot of you are sitting there, I can see it, you're sitting there going, well, then why would I tell? That's not always the case.
That was just our case.
There were teachers that when they found out, they were there for me.
Furious.
And they were furious, and they wanted to do something. And there are going to be people that care. There's always going to be those people that don't, but there are people that care. So please don't say, well, these people didn't care, so why would anybody else? There is somebody that cares.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna kind of wrap this up, but this is important. This needs to be known.
This needs to be known, and we need to build a support system around this so that people can feel welcome to talk about it when they need to.
If you need us, comment. Guys, we're not scary. We're gonna be here for you. Like we are for each other, friends, you know. You need a support system to get through it.
If you guys want to hear us talk about anything else, please comment on that below as well. And we will make sure we cover it in a different video. We hope you all have a great rest of your day or night if you're sitting in bed like we usually do. And we'll talk to you later.
Yeah. We hope this helps. Raise awareness, guys. No means no, yes means yes.
Remember the stoplight.
Remember the stoplight.
That's way.
Go take self-defense classes. Those help a lot. And buy pepper spray.
Pepper spray, guys.
Good stuff.
It's wonderful. And good luck.
Take care of yourselves. Be safe.
Bye.